Hello, this is Tech Medica today, and today we're going to be repairing an iPhone 6. As you can see here, I got various tools, and I'm comparing it, the old iPhone, to the newer one, the iPhone 15. After I take out my new tools, I've never messed with these tools before, we're just going to see how it goes, because these are different tool tips that I'm used to. There are tiny little screws at the bottom of this. I don't know what they're called, but they're like a star shape, and I try to take them out with this new little itty-bitty screwdriver. Then I had my disformed suction cup and I started prying at the screen. After I just, put a guitar pick in between, seeing how that works well, and it was recommended in all the tutorials I saw. If you notice in the corner, I do have a little bit of a webcam popping out. That's because I kind of messed up the recording while I was recording this. I meant to record it like with a, me speaking as I go, but I made a mistake of not recording my voice. Here I am now trying to unscrew the connectors from the board. And again, take note, I have no clue how to do this. This is my first repairing a iPhone 6. And it's definitely interesting. I got a spudger, or my guitar pick, I suppose, and I just started prying off these cables. It was actually relatively easy. It wasn't that hard, but there was definitely a lot more than I was expecting. Here's the camera and the touchpad. Sorry, not touchpad. I meant the ID unlock home button thingy-majig. And the metal shield, of course. The metal shield was not hard to take off. I took off some screws on the side, and overall it was a pleasant experience. Except this little connector here. I could not figure out for the life of me how to take it off. It was really confusing to me. I don't know why it was, but it just was. And so I just kind of had to do my best with that, and I think I accidentally damaged it, but, we'll find out later. And I'm just, trying to carefully take it off this little adhesive thing, but it was definitely more difficult than I thought it would be. Then I nicknamed these cable wires the spaghetti, because there were so many of them, and I had no clue where they went or how they got back in the case, and it was really confusing. I had to look up the video several times to just figure it out, and I was definitely struggling. I had to redo it several times. Not only that, I had to figure out where all these little itty screws go, and as you can notice, these screws are very, very tiny and minuscule. They are definitely easy to lose. In fact, I lost 2 in the whole process of fixing this guy, and overall this experience was far from pleasant or smooth. I mean, it was still fine, but, not that pleasant. And again, we got, more spaghetti, and, more stuff to mess with. Here, I was, again, trying to pry up the adhesive. I was still struggling with it. I could not figure out how to get it off. And I decided to leave it. And then I decided to clean the button because it was disgusting. I haven't used this iPhone since I was like, I think not 16. I want to say 18? So, a long time ago, like about 5 years ago. So, it's been a while, and it's definitely seen some better days than now, that's for sure. Seeing me cleaning it and, having to take a, tweezers to clean it out. It definitely was interesting. So then I removed this weird adhesive thing, and then I realized I did need the middle plate. Earlier I thought I didn't need it, but I quickly realized I did. But, it's okay. We live and we learn, right? I mean, that's what I tell people anyway. I try to be smart, I guess. I used my fancy spudger this time instead of the guitar pick, and I thought I was being smart and taking this up, and I honestly think this is where I kind of messed up. I think I was a little too aggressive with this little ribbon here that I then got the bright idea to heat it up instead, and that helped a lot. That made it just pop right off, basically. I mean, not right off, but easier. And I really should have done that from the start. Now looking back at what I've been doing, other than that, taking off these plastic little doohickeys, because apparently I have to do that, and transfer it over. and now we have the newer screen, and I was very much struggling how to put this camera assembly together. It was really challenging for me because I had to figure out where each of one of those little spaghetti noodles went. But, you know, I decided to avoid my problems and just go to the easier thing, the home button. I keep wanting to call it touchpad, and it's not a touchpad. I mean, I'm thinking of DS Lites, and even then it's not called touchpad, it's called touchscreen. I don't know where I get these words. And, you know, just, you know, doing surgery, the general, to this guy. You know, the usual, but it's definitely not going as smooth as I wanted to go. But, you know, I got to see the camera. The camera was very dirty. I decided to try to clean that off, but I feel like I only made it worse, but it's fine, you know. You live and you learn, right? Yeah, here's spaghetti. I'm gonna, you know, try to figure out the spaghetti. It's definitely not working, though. I'm struggling, and I fumbled this like 20 times. I don't even remember how long it took. I think I spent like over a half hour just trying to figure out the camera, and I rewatched a video clip like 10 times, and it didn't make any sense to me. Who said that it's easy to put the camera back because, you know, you can find the little pegs and they just go in real easy? No, the pegs are tiny. They're minuscule. They're hard to see. Whoever said that was obviously smoking crack. I don't know who said this was easy. It's kind of one thing I hate about tutorial videos is that they'll just say, "Oh, anyone can do it. Your great-grandmother who's half dead and smokes 1,000 cigarettes and can barely move her hands. She can do it." Even though, you know, that she can't really understand how technology works or hasn't done it ever in her life. I mean, I've never worked on an iPhone in my life, and I know in the first time I worked on a DS Lite, I had no clue what I was doing. So, the fact that most of these videos are, one, like 1,000 years old, and two, are just saying, "It's so easy, anyone can do it," is, a bit insulting. I mean, not really that insulting, considering apparently this is supposed to be not hard, but it's more insulting to the fact that I couldn't figure it out, and obviously that's their problem, not mine, right? Because that's how it works. Yeah, you can even see me in the corner playing the video. This is how desperate I was to trying to figure out the cameras. I think it was like about this moment, because, you know, I skipped ahead because I can do that, because I'm from the future, obviously. I mean, don't you come from the future? I think this is the point where I actually, like, you know, started to figure out how it worked, and started to pay attention with my 99% sure ADHD mind, tried to, you know, piece this puzzle together. It happens. But either way, it goes to show why I want to, when I make tutorial videos, I'm very thorough, and I explain things very well and very detailed, like to the point it's annoying. Because, that's how I need it explained to me. And if people do not explain things in every little minute detail, then you know, I'm just going to be like assume things, and usually what I assume is terribly wrong and never the correct answer. If some of you of my lovely subscribers that I have now agree with me or have similar experiences, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your stories, especially when it comes to like school-like settings. I mean, if you really think about it, in school, I was a struggling kid too, and so it makes sense that I would not be good all the time with learning new things. And that's okay. You like I've been saying all throughout this video, you live and you learn. And this definitely was a living and learning experience. And but you know, I finally succeeded putting that camera on. Although later you'll find out I didn't put it on 100% quickly because, you know, I can't win all the time. But that's okay. Medica, it's okay. We'll survive for another day. So now I was just, you know, screwing back these brackets on because that's what you do. Because tech stuff and securing things. I also think this is the point where I lost 2 screws. I don't really remember, but I'm 90% sure this is when I lost 2 screws. But it's fine. Who needs 2 screws anyway? You know, right? Who needs that? You know, they're overrated. And although, in non-jokingly, it's okay. This is my own phone. I'm not selling this. Normally, I do sell my products. Let me know if you want to know more about where I sell them, but I'm not sure yet if I want to tell the YouTubes yet where I sell stuff. But let me know if that's kind of something you're interested in. Yeah, here's where I realized that I screwed the brackets in, and then, I mean the metal plate, and, I was supposed to screw in the bracket first, and then the metal plate. You know, details. It's fine though, you know, you live and you learn, right? Either way, this is when I actually, like, at this point in the repair, I actually felt like I was making progress. Like, I felt like I'm doing a thing, and this is going to be a good thing. But, you know, here comes another nightmare, because, you know, if you ever experience a new repair you've never done before, it's always a nightmare the first time. And, here's another spaghetti that I was dealing with. Spaghetti was awful. Again, this probably took me like 30 minutes. I tangled the cables, but it took me a hot minute to realize I tangled them. And so I kept trying to put them in, tangled, and obviously, you know, as you can see, this is not really working, but, you know, me and my brain was like, I'll make it work, watch me, because, you know, I'm defiant that way sometimes. But, you know, as iPhone will go, iPhone said no. iPhone said, bro, this will not work. Stop trying. But, you know, my little brain just said, nah, I'm gonna keep trying, even though this is an awful idea, and this is clearly not gonna work, or seal correctly. I'm not gonna think that far ahead, because why would I? Why would I? I don't know. I don't know why I don't think things. Like, you know, I like to think that I'm smart, but, you know, oftentimes I do not think things through. I just, you know, like, I'm just gonna do it. But, you know, this time around, I think I started to untangle it, and I finally got it untangled. Right? Actually, no, that looks pretty bad, I think. Oh, wait, no, wait. No, I'm wrong. It is untangled. I'm just blind. That's normal, though. Now, here's me, struggling to figure out how to put this together again, even though I just did it, like, I don't know, an hour ago. I don't know how long it's been at this point. I was just trying my best, bro. I tried my best. And apparently screwing on a bracket took a while. It was also fun to note that I used these cheap, crappy plastic China drivers, and it was later on I realized that my normal screwdriver was the same size, and could do it too. And here's me realizing it's not fitting together, and I need to try again. Over and over and over again. I actually, you know, I cut a lot of this out, but I actually had to put the screen on and off again like 10 times, and I regret to inform you, I couldn't get it right. I don't know if this is just an Apple thing, because I saw one video on this saying that you need something to press it down, so I'm not sure if that's what I needed, or if it's something I did wrong. And I did find one thing I did wrong. I did the, you know, the brackets on the cursed camera wrong. And we all know how I feel about that. Camera spaghetti is a no-go for Mega Team. I don't know why I said team. I'm by myself. There's no one helping me here. I'm completely alone. Either way, it's time to slap this horrible spaghetti mess that I call a repair together, and force parts to fit, even if they don't fit correctly. If you know what I did wrong, please let me know. I know it's not obvious, but I did get it to work. Sorta. But I regret to inform you that the Touch ID didn't work, and the screen's not pressed in all the way, so that's unfortunate. But if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace!